Welcome to Season 9 Speed Leveling. Let's get you in 3 hours to level 60. First, the two most important things. Open your wardrobe and put on your goddamn pet. And also teleport over to the den and hire mercenaries. Heavy recommendation to always get Variana, because she'll have that stacking movement speed boost for you. And then the actual leveling will begin, and you want to get this Horadric power called Disintegrate. It makes everything smoother. It is the big difference between leveling slow and leveling fast. Because Disintegrate has an insane scaling, 10,000%, while the others only have 200% and 161, 352. It's kind of sad when you look at Disintegrate. 162,000 damage or 2,500 damage. You get this power by doing the seasonal quest line. So in Karigar, you walk up to this lady and you'll do the first 1, 2, 3 quests. She'll send you throughout the world, and she'll also tell you to go into nightmare dungeons to find those Horadric strong rooms. As she sends you into those strong rooms, there is a blue item dropping out of it called a blood signet. I've seen it also in the legendary color, which has given me these two. And maybe it can be yellow as well. These don't get automatically picked up. So keep in mind, after you finish the strong room and you open the chest, to really look, is there that one item I need? Just pick up everything that comes out of that box to not miss out on your Arcanas to boost your actual ability. Recommendation, by the way, for Disintegrate is using the Thunderous Particle. This will have your catalyst, Disintegrate, now do lightning damage and arc out. So it's going to be lightning, more area damage, disintegrate damage over time, funsies. All of this I recommend doing in the normal difficulty. You could do it in hard or expert, but it will just drag out. With the Disintegrate, hard difficulty becomes relatively easy, but normal is still so much faster. After you get the power, you should be around level 10, 15, and then you're going to farm until 35 the Hell Tides and also the PvP areas. Kill those bosses there. Disintegrate will just make short work of them. Also, keep doing your seasonal quest line. She will send you throughout the world, but handing in the quests to her sometimes gives you a whole level. It's really worth it. And then you'll hit level 35. And what do we do with level 35 to level 45, 50? Strongholds. And when I say strongholds, I mean every goddamn single one. And you do them in normal difficulty. Because on hard or expert, you don't get meaningful more XP for finishing them, only for the mobs you actually kill, but it's going to take longer. And when I say every single stronghold, I mean that. I only have Kichuk and Festering Dark left because they're super annoying, and also Ahriman's Pyre because I personally dislike that. Apart from that, I have done every single stronghold, even up here, the Flooded Depth. 4550 is so easy to achieve. And with 4550 then, we're in the last stretch up to 60. And that's where I just spent my time in the final popping up Helltide, and I open up every single chest in the first area, and I open up every single chest in the second area as well, as that gives you so much experience. Obviously, whenever something is an easy whisper, do that. We set the PvP zone. The Undercity popped up 3 times as a whisper on my way to 60 in these 3 hours. And I did it every single time. Now, what you shouldn't do is waste your Nightmare Dungeon escalation sigils. Because if you do one of these before you're in the Torment tier, you're not going to fight Astaroth. So you have to do 1, 2, 3 Nightmare Dungeons in a row, and that could be cool, where you're not getting Astaroth. So you want to wait for the Torment tier for that. Also, finishing the Nightmare Dungeons is not needed in the beginning. On your way 10-15, I did start a Nightmare Dungeon with a strong room. I knocked out the strong room and got the item that the lady wanted me for the quest. Then I left the Nightmare Dungeon. If you want to, you can finish it. If it's an easy Nightmare Dungeon, that's fun to do. Like the Hoarfrost Demise. Fantastic. But if you get stuck in a really annoying one, like Forgotten Ruins, man, I'll just do the strong room and then head out and be done with it. The advantage of spending more time in a Nightmare Dungeon, though, is that you get Horadric Phials down here. And these vials allow you to upgrade your powers. In the beginning, it cost you 25, then 50, and I'm here currently at 100 for the upgrade. That's also where you want to have an eye out for the Nightmare Dungeon sigils that say Horadric Phial Reserve. They have chests around the dungeon that drop tons of vials to really, in the beginning, boost your power higher. I pretty much win from level 1 to 50 in a normal difficulty, and then only the last 10 levels were hard difficulty. And I was 3 levels behind the absolute speedrun super levelers that were playing with 4 people and chugging potions like crazy. I actually didn't drink a potion for the last 20 levels because I kept forgetting, and chat didn't keep reminding me. How do we unlock the rest of the Arcana now? Well, through the strong rooms. But keep in mind here again that the strong rooms at the very end, out of the chest, they drop an item that you need to loot to actually unlock these. If you don't loot the item, which is not an automatic pickup, you're not unlocking your Arcanas. And I'm pretty sure I missed 5 of these already, because they can drop in legendary and they can drop in blue, and I'm pretty sure they can also drop in yellow, and I just thought it was a yellow item that I don't need. And that's why I didn't pick it up. For some reason, color coding was their thought there, and yeah, kinda stings. What are your next steps at this point? First, you actually cash in your points from Rahir and from Variana, the report points, and go to the bartering. Because the bartering will most likely give you an Eason 750 item power weapon, maybe even gloves, a helmet, chest piece, whatever you can get. Then we're jumping into Torment 1. And after you are in Torment 1 and you actually swapped over to Torment 1, you can go to the Obol vendor and just gamble for a greater affixed weapon. That's what I do every single time. I have only 600 Obols right now. That's 6 gambles. But if that is a greater affixed weapon, my damage... Which build have we been using to fly through the levels? It is the Summoner Necromancer together with Golem and then Sever. Because Sever is the highest damaging core skill that Necro has. And the more minions you have, the more damage you multiplicative deal. While you then with Soul Rift can soak back up your essence. And with the aspect of the Reaping Lotus, if you're lucky enough to pick it up, I got it with level 11, you do up to 400% more Sever damage, multiplied up by your minions as well. Your Disintegrate is being put on your Corpse Explosion. The fun thing about Corpse Explosion is, yes, you need a corpse to actually explode, but you don't need a corpse to cast it. So I can just point my cursor wherever I want, press the Corpse Explosion button, and then Disintegrate will happen. And from that point on, I just tippity step that all my opponents are in there, pull them together with the Corpse Tendrils, and keep severing away at them. There's a planner in the description below with this Necromancer build, and also all the endgame Necromancer builds I have attached. Now tell me in the comments below, how fast have you been leveling? And if you're rather interested in Druid and Sorg, I got those videos for you as well. Enjoy, have a fantastic good time.